XBA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 4. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Back to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. Jones breaking from the contact and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Thorpe. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them when I look at their scheme.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play there for Miami.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Jones again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon Davis. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Dolphin football. Their own 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right up the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
A big play there on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Faking the give. Now Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Second and 4. Watson off play action. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Play action, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
At the 27-yard line.
2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Another catch for him there with this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Dobbins.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Dobbins once more.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Miami. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Watson. Rolling to his right. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back to throw now on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. J.K. Dobbins, 48 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will bring this one back.
Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold? You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real Rap a Lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes